In this video, we will create an analysis cube in Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012. A cube is defined by its measures and dimensions. A measure is quantifiable, like sales. Dimensions are used to slice measures. For example, sales by customer. The cube we will create will allow us to analyze data in a pivot table format, similar to the pivot table shown here in Microsoft Excel. Create a perspective in the AOT. A perspective is a collection of tables and views and forms a basis for a cube. Name the perspective Sales Analysis. The value you provide for the label property will be used as the friendly name for the perspective. Set the usage property to OLAP to indicate that this perspective is used to create an analysis cube. You will set properties on tables, views, and fields in the perspective that will determine the measures and dimensions in the cube. Add the CustTrans Total Sales and CustTable cube views to the perspective. On the CustTrans Total Sales view, set the Analysis Dimension Type property to Transaction and the Analysis Dimension Label property to Sales Type. On the Amount MST field of the CustTrans Total Sales view, set the Analysis Usage property to Measure and the Analysis Default Total property to Sum. On the TransType and TransDate fields, set the Analysis Usage property to Attribute. On the CustTable Cube view, set the Analysis Dimension Label property to Customer Information and the Analysis Measure Group Label property to Customer Details. On the Account Num field, set the Analysis Usage property to Measure and the Analysis Default Total property to Count. On the blocked, group name, city, county, name, state, and main contract worker fields, set the Analysis Usage property to Attribute. Add the CustPayMode table to the perspective. On the CustPayMode table, on the name, pay mode, type of draft, and account type fields, set the Analysis Usage property to Attribute. You can experiment with adding different measures and dimensions to the pivot table. You can also browse data by using SQL Server Business Intelligence Development Studio or SQL Server Management Studio. Select the Sales Analysis perspective. Select any dimensions you want to include in your Analysis Services project. Select the Date dimension. Optionally select label translations. Optionally add foreign currency conversion support. Save the Analysis Services project to the AOT. Deploy and process the Analysis Services project. Right-click the Analysis Services project, and then click Edit to open the project in SQL Server Business Intelligence Development Studio. Explore the Analysis Services project. Notice that the relationships between measures and dimensions have been inferred by using the relationships in Microsoft Dynamics AX. Connect to the cube using SQL Server Management Studio. Browse the cube. Add Add the customer sales measure to the data area. Add state to the row area. Add customer's name to the row area. You can experiment by adding different measures and dimensions to the pivot table. You can also browse data by using SQL Server Business Intelligence Development Studio or Microsoft Excel. You can use cubes to create key performance indicators that you can display on Role Centers and Enterprise Portal. You can also create reports based on cube data.